Shall we call the meeting to order and rise for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And before we get started, I'll announce that Ellen and Sean are joining us virtually. So the first item tonight is the Citizens Municipal Academy graduation. I hear congratulations are in order. So Mike, what do you got for us?
Thanks. I brought you a crowd tonight.
Nice knowing you, Mike. No, I'm just kidding.
So tonight, we're proud to recognize the graduation of Horsham Township's very first Citizens Municipal Academy class. There are 19 residents who dedicated their Thursday evenings over the past 2 months to learning how their local government really works. They've explored everything from zoning and land development to emergency services, public works, and even the finer points of municipal finance. So they'll be back for your budget presentation, Bill. And they did it all with curiosity, great questions, and a genuine interest in making Horsham an even better place to live. This program wouldn't have also been possible without the incredible support of our township staff. Each week, our team members stepped up not just to present, but to engage, educate, and connect with our residents. Their enthusiasm, professionalism made this program not only informative, but truly enjoyable. As you can see on the slideshow behind me, you see just how much this group experienced and how much fun they had while doing it. There were also some snacks. Tonight, they'll receive their certificates, take some pictures with Township Council, and officially become part of a growing network of informed and engaged residents. Let's give a big round of applause to our graduates. So when I call up your name, please come up front to receive your certificate. We'll take individual picture with council, and then we'll do a big group picture at the end, so don't run away. The cake's not going anywhere,
If council
I
wants
promise.
to come around. So I'll read off their name, hand them their certificate, and then they'll come over to the picture. All right. So we have Alan Anderson. Jim Coyle.
One, two, three. Got it.
Jennifer Fillion.
All right, we're going to take a great picture.
Jared Guetta. Guetta?
Right angle. Yeah.
Elizabeth Groves.
Tell everybody. Nobody
Vera Kadalik. Katolik, I'm sorry. Colleen Metzler. Of course it's spelled right.
There we go. You go first one.
Agar Nowak.
Here we go.
Barb Nowak. Sylvia Odner. I don't think Sylvia's here. Rochelle Sandler.
Have something on dogs, and 100 people will show up, right?
Jennifer Thistle.
That wasn't terrible.
Patricia Vopicelli.
I wouldn't want to be her.
Did I bring them? I should have brought the air horn.
Mark Vernaccio.
They'll send them to us. Probably. That would be nice.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
How are we going to do this?
I
Short
would
people
love
in the
to.
front. I'm not
And Paulette
I hate
Vernaccio.
when they have short people that can, oh, down here.
2, 3. Got it.
And Ken Woods.
Got it. Yeah.
Also, Jeff Martell and Susan Martell, who couldn't be with us tonight, also graduated from the program. And last but certainly not least, Kate Woodrow.
It has been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
She is in this congeniality award. Oh, I forgot they're filming. Oh.
1, 2, 3. Got it. That is looking good. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. And another one. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, moving on. Next item, I'm going to announce that we have a polling location that's changed, that the polling location, Horsham 1-2, which was previously at the Keith Valley Middle School, will now vote at Bucksmont Baptist Church, which is on 309 West County Line Road. That's kind of a last-minute change, I think. We'll also announce that the November 4th Election Day Food Drive, please bring a donation when you go to vote. Bill or Dennis, do you have anything you want to add to that? Other than-
No, it's a bipartisan between the Horsham Republican Party and Horsham Democratic Party, this food drive. So if you or your neighbors go to vote, please bring some non-perishable item to your voting polling location. Our police department will go around at the end of the night when the polls close to pick up the food, to deliver it to our local food pantry. That need is increasing weekly, so any donations are greatly accepted.
Okay, thanks. Next is opportunity for questions or comments from the public. Anybody with a question or a comment?
Missed one.
Did I miss?
The weekly e-news.
Oh, I'm sorry. Our new weekly e-news from the 19044.
I'm going to let Dennis talk about that.
Okay. Got myself set up here. Perfect. Okay, so we're always trying to figure out different ways where we can inform the residents about what's going on here in town, and this is just another example of something that we can do to let everybody know kind of what's going on in the moment. So we came out with From the 19044. Thought that rolled off the tongue very nicely, and it's all the hot topics from right here in Horsham. Basically, this is an e-news blast that we roll out on Friday afternoons. And the focus of this, we have a lot of different alleys, I guess you could say, of how we communicate. But this is more like a quick shot just to keep people up to speed of what's going on the week ahead. So hopefully this shouldn't be redundant information. It should be a quick hit. And just an example, we're in our second weekend now. And this is an example of one that's went out. I believe this is the one that went out Friday. So it's basically just a little introduction. let you know what meetings are coming up the next week. And then we try not to overload it. Like some townships, you just scroll and scroll and scroll. So this is quick hitters of what's coming up, and there might be a graphic with a little text below. If there's somewhere else where you can get more information, you just scroll over it, and then you can click on it and be redirected to a different website. Organizations in town. We had a refresh at the fitness gym at Lucan's, and there's a little write-up on it about the ribbon cutting. The drug take back, that's people like that graphic. I don't know how I feel about it. Just a reminder about the farmers market. It was our last one. Again, you can click on it and take you to their website. And also about discount flyer tickets. So mainly you're going to get on this e-news is, like I said, everything that's coming up the week after this it gets released. And if there's a save the date for an important event that's coming up, we might throw that in there. And every once in a while, we'll throw something that we do daily that some people might not know that we have available, like discount flyer tickets. When you get to the bottom, obviously, if you're already subscribed, you're going to receive the e-newsletter. You can go right down here to subscribe. But if you aren't and you're interested in getting it, you can go to our website, and it's under How Do I Register? And it's for weekly e-news, not to be confused with e-notifications. So whenever we put something on our website, that's category specific. If residents want to sign up for that and they're only interested in information on the parks, if we ever post anything about the parks on our website, that day you'll get an e-notification email. So this is a little bit different. You're going to get this weekly. And you're going to click on the link, and it's going to take you to the page. It's going to give you a little background about what it is, and then you just click on the graphic. You're going to fill in your email address and your name, and then hit subscribe, and that's all you have to do. And you'll get information on Friday afternoon right into your email. If you have any questions about it, you can feel free to reach out. But overall, it's just a quick, easy way for us to get some more information out to the residents. And there's nothing they really have to do to search for it. They'll just get it in their inbox every Friday.
Speaking of the inbox, in case you get any calls or people ask you, we have gotten a few that have gone into their spam box. So you just advise.
Check your spam.
Yeah, check your spam and then move it to your inbox, and then you'll be fine.
Some people have also reached out that they're confused because they sign up and they'll get like the welcome message, and it's just a logo, and they're like, "There's no e-newsletter." Well, that's just you signing up. You'll get it every Friday. You're on the list and you're registered. So. Yeah, I think it's a great way for us to get the word out weekly about what's going on in the week coming up.
Thank you, Dennis.
I have a quick question on this. One, kudos. I think it looks fabulous. Two, would you say that folks could then unsubscribe from the daily one?
I wouldn't, no, because that's more specific to what you're interested in. You can get notifications just on council meetings if you just want to know what's going on. Or anything to do with zoning when they're having a meeting. And that's all you'll get. This is kind of touches on everything, and it's not just Horsham Township specific. As you saw, the hoops registration's open, so it's more community oriented. So you'll get a better feel of different information, different events that are going on within the township.
Okay. All right, thanks, guys. Next is question and comments. Next item would be approval of the list of checks.
Just to point out, just one check to council, because it's a big number again that you'll be approving. $609,000 of your checklist is one check for James D. Morrissey it's going towards the Blair Mill Road Phase 2 construction. And of course, those funds will be reimbursed by the grant that we have for that project.
Do we have a motion?
I move to approve the list of checks from October 13th, 2025 to October 27th, 2025 in all funds in the amount of $1,102,283.42 and further move to authorize payment of same.
Second?
Moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Ayes have it. All right, next we need to review our ZHB applications.
It's land development first.
Okay. It's going to be one of those nights, huh?
Yes.
So we'll review our subdivision and land development plans. John and Judith Haynes, 438 Arbutus Avenue.
This is a minor subdivision. Their engineer, Tim Woodrow, is with us this evening, and in front of you also is their letter for waivers, request for waivers letter. So I'll turn it over to Tim.
Thank you, Mr. And I guess I'm here tonight, Tim Woodrow, representing Judy Haynes, and her daughter Penny is with her this evening. And Judy has lived at 438 Artibus since 1963. This is a 3/4 acre tract of ground in one of our legacy communities, Artibus, Maple, Woodland, Avenue A, B, and C, are some of the older homes and older subdivisions, I think, in town. There are not wide roads or improved roads with curbing and sidewalk. This is an R5 zoning district requiring a 10,000 square foot minimum lot size. What we're proposing tonight is to subdivide Judy's home off of the balance of the plot. Judy's home will reside on about 20,000 square foot of land. The second lot will be offered to the building community for a new home or new twin home on that site. That's about 13,000 square foot in lot size. So significantly over what the minimum lot size would be for the district. We have received the Gilmore letter from October 3rd, and we are certainly able to comply with all of those comments. The biggest topic for discussion with council this evening are those waivers that we would seek. These waivers I would categorize as road improvements. First one is, I guess, a request to have a preliminary final approval rather than a two-step process for a minor subdivision. There are other sections of the ordinance which describe the need to widen the roads, provide curbing and sidewalk on the roads, and as well as honor an ultimate right-of-way width of 50 and 60 feet is a total right-of-way width for Maple and for Artibus. Those right-of-ways exist at 40 feet today. That is consistent with the balance of that neighborhood. So we would ask council's indulgence to allow that existing right-of-way to persist as it does in the entire community. And again, those roads are a little bit narrow, but they seem to be working sufficiently for that community since at least 1963. And I think it would be appropriate to consider that as a reasonable waiver for this application. We have not shown a development of Lot 2 yet. We're not sure who the builder will be eventually, but this just gives Mrs. Haynes the opportunity to sell that lot, help prepare for her estate a little bit, take care of retirement a little. So that's certainly the goal for tonight's application. Answer any questions that you guys may have.
Well, let's go through the waivers one at a time.
Great, Bill.
So you have the letter, right?
I do.
The first one is for preliminary final.
Correct.
Eric?
Yes, that's fine.
No reason not to consider it.
This is such a minor subdivision that I support that waiver as well as the rest of the waivers.
All right, next is request a waiver from the requirement to show existing features within the 400-foot property boundary. We're good with that too, for the same reason? All right. Waiver from the requirement to provide road widening and curbing and sidewalks. You had your explanation. What are we thinking there, Eric, Mr. Walker?
That's Mr. Walker, yeah. Go ahead.
Just sidewalks, not road widening or curbing, but just to treat everyone in this neighborhood, subdivisions that have been in front of you since you adopted a fee in lieu of sidewalks. Those people have paid that fee as part of their approval. So it would be my recommendation that, yes, I'm fine with no road widening and curbing and no sidewalks, but that they pay us the fee in lieu of sidewalks.
You guys good with it?
Are you,
Okay.
just thinking out loud here, would you be all right with that fee due at the time of someone submitting the building permit for Lot 2?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
That was going to be my next thought. That would be an obligation to put on the builder rather than the homeowner. I would
Yes.
really appreciate that consideration.
We've done that. You have
Okay.
done that before.
You guys good?
Yeah.
All right. Next, a waiver from the requirement to provide sidewalks along the collector cul-de-sac classified streets. Yeah, that's the same thing.
These are all kind of related. Like the first one's kind of the catch-all, then the next ones are kind of specific between the sidewalk, the curb, and the widening.
So 4 should be fine, 5 is fine. 6 is fine. You guys stop me if you have a problem. So we good with A and B on that too? All right, what else do we need to do on this tonight, John?
Tonight, nothing. The solicitor will draw up the resolution for the November 12th meeting for Township Council to consider.
Great, guys. Thank you very much for your time this evening.
Thank you.
Hope the rest of the evening is as simple as that one.
All right, next we have Hallmark Building Corporation, Inc., Park Road.
This is a land development application. The applicant is here this evening with his engineer. This is Park Road, what many of us here in town call the Heffernan Track. It's approximately a little over 80 acres in size. In front of you this evening is a plan for 57 homes. And it is a by right zoning plan. The Planning Commission has given it preliminary and final approval. And Mr. Carroll and Rob are here tonight to submit their, to present their plan and application to you and to review their request for waivers.
Good evening. Rich Carroll from Hallmark Building Group. As Bill said, we're here tonight with the Park Road.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. With the Park Road subdivision. We have previously been before the board with a sketch plan review. That was the last time you saw it. I think it has not, the layout has not substantially changed from the time we were at subdivision or sketch plan review. The notes have changed. Obviously, the engineering has gotten significantly more intense. We've been back in front of the Planning Commission twice, have received preliminary and final recommendation from the Planning Commission. We have a few review letters out there. We have the Gilmore letter of October 3rd. We have a MCPC of October 1st, and we have our waiver letter of September 12th. The site will be served by public water, public sewer, and if you want, we can roll through the waiver request and/or the Gilmore.
Let's start with the Gilmore letter first.
Yep, absolutely.
Other than the waivers, is everything on there will comply, or do you have items that you need to comment on?
I think we'll comply on everything, right?
Yeah,
Except,
just elaborate. The site is currently undeveloped. There is some vegetation on site. One of the reasons we went back to the Planning Commission was related to landscaping and buffering and things like that. So many of the comments that would be outstanding that will comply are subject to Gilmore's approval in the field. And obviously, this isn't Rich's first rodeo in Horsham. We understand that landscaping is very important, not only to this community, but his buyers. So other than that, everything will comply. There's also some technical comments that we will resolve to Eric's satisfaction.
This is as good a time as any. There's a couple of neighbors that had some concerns about where the road meets Park Road, and you're supposed to meet with them. Have you met with them yet?
correct. We have meetings set up with later this week with the first neighbor directly across the entrance, and there are two additional neighbors flanking him that we'll meet with after we have the meeting with Mr. Brown across the entrance.
Hopefully we'll get through all this tonight, but this can't move forward until you have the meeting with them so that we at least know that they've gotten the attention that they deserve.
Okay.
Okay? All right, let's go through the waivers then.
And are you working off your September 12th letter?
The September 12th waiver letter?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks.
Waiver request number 1 is a seeking preliminary and final approval. We've been back through the planning commission twice. We have preliminary final approval from them. You know, obviously subject to the Gilmore engineering comments. We're looking for a preliminary final approval on the subdivision. Waiver request number 2 is
Hold on, are you guys good with that, with number 1? Yeah, okay, number 2.
Is a waiver request from depicting all features within 400 feet of the site. We have an aerial plan on the cover, or we have an aerial picture on the cover of the plan, which has locations. We're just not field locating all features.
You good? Okay.
Waiver request number 3 is a waiver from obtaining the wetland certification from the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. No wetlands or wetland margin buffers are proposed to be disturbed, and the U.S. Army Corps is time invasive. We do have some wetlands in the center there that are being preserved, running from the top of the page, coming down through the center. They are on the back of the lots. Yeah, correct. Thank you.
Eric, do you have any comments on that?
They had it properly delineated. We reviewed it. We agree with the delineation. I mean, there's, they still have their, DEP, that kind of stuff, but we don't see any need for them to have to go to the Army Corps of Engineers for this.
You guys good? Yes. Okay, next.
Number 4 is requesting a waiver from providing a separate full traffic study. The project is being included in a traffic study for the proposed signal at Park Road and County Line Road, and a separate traffic study is redundant. So we're looking for a waiver there.
You guys good?
Yes.
And that's well underway too, just to let council know, that traffic signal with PennDOT, so that's in the process of moving forward. So.
Great.
Number 5, requesting a waiver from construction of full road requirements along Park Road frontage. The 20-foot half width is not really feasible across the frontage. There's a couple things. In addition to utilities, there is also that existing home in the center. Oh, thanks, Bill. I got to get one that works on the screen. There we go. There's the existing home here in the center, which we do not control, and the township does not have a right-of-way in front of. What we are proposing is a uniform right-of-way all the way down Park Road, 4-foot widening, correct?
14-foot half.
14-foot half width, 4 foot from existing condition, with sidewalk all the way down along our property frontage. That widening should allow us to run the sidewalk in front of this, correct? No, it will not.
We can do the widening in front of that out parcel so it's uniform. If the township is ever able to get clearance to put that sidewalk in, we would be able to connect the whole segment. But with discussions, we looked at providing the maximum amount of widening would be ideal, because if we have some kind of bump out or something like that, it wouldn't.
So you can do widening and sidewalks on yours, and there'll be space on the other one if we ever get it.
Correct, yes.
Right.
Hey, did you ever talk to that property owner? Just had we know him.
We in the general sense, the underlying property owner and I have had conversations with him.
Okay.
And there's not really any.
I wouldn't think there would be.
Yeah, there's no movement there.
Okay.
In the event there is any conversation, would you be able to continue the sidewalk in front of that property as well?
If the township had the right of way.
Yeah, that's something that if we make that connection in the future, we can use those fees in lieu of sidewalks to make that connection in the future. He's going to have to move or something else. We know him, and he just won't allow that sidewalk in his front yard. So when he, next chapter of
But in
life.
the unlikely event that it did occur, that you were to get approval, could could we add it on that they would put the sidewalk there as well, or?
I don't think they would be responsible after their development's done and over with.
No, I'm saying if it occurs
Oh.
before that point in time.
Before the development's
Yeah,
done.
like say tomorrow, he's like, you know what, I would just love a sidewalk. That would make my day.
I'm sure Rich,
It can always be looked at and worked out in some fashion.
yes, we would get it done with Rich.
I guess you could put as a condition if the township obtains right of way or a necessary easement to put sidewalk on, that you would do it, right? But there'd have to be a date certain,
Yes,
right? Like,
we'd have to work on that framework.
yeah. I'm sure the little section of sidewalk's not a deal breaker for you, but you don't want to come back 20 years from now and put in sidewalk, so.
That is correct.
Yeah, and that's not what I'm asking, so yeah.
All right. See, that was number 5, right?
That was number 5.
So number 6.
Number 6, a waiver to allow a driveway to be located within 50 feet of a street, 60 feet of a street intersection. Lot 15 is located between 2 intersections and providing the, there it is. I can't, for whatever reason there's lot 15. So it's offset from the intersection slightly. We have this existing condition in a few of our other developments. So it's not a critical issue, but it's something that we have to grab a waiver for here.
The local residential street with not a lot of traffic, so we're okay with it.
You guys good? 7?
7, waiver to permit use of Belgian block interior to the development. It'll conform with the Horsham Township standards, but internal, it's a little easier from a constructability standpoint, replacement standpoint, and a little bit nicer looking.
You guys good? Yes. Okay. 8?
Number 8, waiver request from providing the location of freestanding trees to remain. There's no freestanding trees of significant size. The site was previously logged and cleared over the last 20 years. So there's not really a lot of large trees on this property.
Bill, Eric, do you agree with that statement?
Yes.
All right, you guys good? 9?
9, slopes in excess of 3 to 1 horizontal, and 3 horizontal and 1 vertical. The erosion control, really where this comes into play is the basins, correct? So this is the basin slopes. The way we have to comply with DEP makes the township ordinance for the basin slopes they're at odds.
And you're going 2 to 1?
We're going 3 to 1.
The requirement is to sod anything deeper than.
Sorry, so you're talking about the stabilization.
Yeah,
Correct.
Stabilization.
Yeah.
We're going to we will blanket everything like we've done in the past.
We're okay with that.
Okay, you guys good? 10?
10, waiver from determining the replacement trees. We used a sample average. Our arborists use a sample area. I think it's like a circular 1/10 of a mile. It's in his report to determine the tree replacement requirements. So that was provided to Gilmore and reviewed by Gilmore as well.
And that's a way we've done it for other developments in the township. So we're okay with the way they did it. We also reviewed it. We're fine with the results of it.
All right. Good. Next.
11, requesting a waiver to permit replacements with evergreen trees to be a ratio of 1 to 1 instead of 2 to 1. There are a couple buffering areas along the site that we will need the 1 to 1 replacement trees, correct? That's in the back, over here.
Correct, and it's just, we could plant deciduous trees to meet the replacement requirement. We'd like to use them in a buffering sense, so it's just swapping out the species instead of taking a hit on the credit. Again, from a cost standpoint, it's the same amount of cost we'd be putting into it. It's just using it to supplement a buffer instead of just putting in more deciduous trees.
This was also a request of the Horsham Water and Sewer Authority to buffer the plant.
Correct.
So that they don't have issues with the future homeowners here.
I don't know what you mean. You guys good? All right, number 12.
Number 12, requesting a waiver allow street tree spacing not closer than 40 feet
and not more than 50 feet. Due to utilities and driveways, strict compliance is not feasible. The required number of trees will be planted. It's a spacing issue. The way the ordinance is written, we have to be so far from a driveway, so far from utility laterals. The way the lots are spaced, we will have the number of trees. We're just looking for, to be able to place them in between at varying intervals.
Guys good? All right, next.
Number 13, requesting a waiver to allow the usage of existing trees to remain and serve as street trees along Park Road where they may not meet the standards of the section regarding placement. So that's these areas here along Park. We've had meetings with the neighbors here that we've alluded to. We've rearranged some of these lots and we had some basins here previously that we brought out of the buffer, so we're going to keep these buffers all forested with the trees that are there today to preserve some of the views from the neighbors and allow for buffering. So this is just to let us allow to use that area as a buffer.
And it's partly part of that technical waiver. We want to use the trees that are there. Gilmore's landscape architect, their suggestion was when we get out on site and we're starting construction, if there's trees that need to be removed because they're not healthy or anything like that, we'd have to supplement them to meet the street tree / buffer requirements. But as of today, we'd like to keep as much as possible. That's what the neighbors had told us when we were in front of the planning commission. So it's kind of just looking for a little bit of a technical waiver, but the intent of the ordinance will be met.
Good. All right, next.
14, a waiver to allow plantings to be located within easements. Stormwater management rate and volume control facilities are located within drainage easements and must be planted to allow water quality and volume control. This will also allow plantings to be located within an HOA entrance feature, which will be in easements. We will have 2 entrance features, one here and one here. They will be inside easements owned and maintained by the HOA. The other plantings that we are referring to are inside these basins. Again, the ordinance conflicts with what we need to do for DEP and our stormwater, so we're looking for relief there as well.
And to be clear, there's no plantings in a water easement or a sanitary sewer easement?
Correct. No plantings in water or sewer easements. It's HOA and stormwater.
Okay. All right, next.
15, requesting a waiver to allow plantings. This is the second part of this.
Okay.
There is 2 sections, B and D, on this same concept.
16.
16, the applicant is requesting a waiver from matching crowns for the storm drain pipes. The inlets will have 2 inches drop and will provide flexibility at utility crossings if the crowns are not required to be matched. This is more of a technical comment for the storm pipes. Gilmore has reviewed the storm and, Eric can speak to.
But we're okay with this. They provided the storm sewer calculations. The system works, so we're all right.
Okay. That's good.
17.
The applicant is requesting a waiver to permit basins with side slope of 3 to 1. Again, this is the same requirement that we talked about earlier up in, I think it was on the first page in number 9, similar requirement where we just have basins that do not comply with that because of DEP regulations.
You guys have given the waiver from 3 to 1 before. We're okay with it. It's easy to maintain a 3 to 1 slope.
Okay. All right, and the last one?
Requesting a waiver to permit basins with less than a 2% slope. So these basins are infiltration or managed release concept basins. This is across the bottom of the basin, has nothing to do with the side slopes. So the bottom of the basins here, here, and here, and this big one up top as well need to be flat in order to give us that surface area for infiltration and drainage. And that's per DEP regulations. So again, the ordinance is at odds with stormwater requirements.
All right. All right, so we're good with that. What else do we need to review on this?
Just so council understands, the township would be taking the roads in this development but all the open space will be HOA owned or easements.
And stormwater facilities.
And stormwater facilities. And I didn't get a chance to look at the Gilmore letter or refresh myself. Was there anything worked out with the authority on an emergency access? Was that anything finalized?
Nothing yet has been finalized. I think
Concept, though.
you're talking here,
Yeah.
which you see this, like, cut through the woods here. We've got I think, a rough out of it. So we have to finalize that with them as part of the final plan.
Okay.
There's a concept to use the basin access
Correct.
easement to then get back into there.
Correct.
Correct. We need to provide, connect to this Water and Sewer Authority's treatment plan for our sewer. In a meeting, they had requested, the sewer treatment plant is located so close to Park Creek and Park Creek floods. In case of emergency, they just want to be able to drive a pickup truck, basically along their easement. So it just comes down to what that's constructed of. They're not asking for it to be paved. They just want to make sure it's like stabilized so that a truck doesn't sink. Obviously, when it's flooding, we've had a lot of rain, so it would be the treatment of that easement. But in some fashion, it will be an easement for their benefit in the first place. So if they want to drive on it, they're more than welcome to drive on it. If we want to stone underneath it so they don't sink, I don't think we have an issue with that.
We can just make sure that gets in the final plan before recording. And then you guys have street lamps as you normally do throughout the streets.
Correct. They're on the plans. They've been reviewed.
Okay.
Anything else? When will they be on?
Well, as long as Dave has the resolution ready, they'll be on the November 12th agenda for consideration for preliminary final.
We will have it ready.
All right. Well, keep us posted on your meeting with the neighbors.
Yep.
I want to let you know we appreciate you coming out for that original meeting to meet with them to address their concerns, so thank you.
No problem.
All right? Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rich.
Another one. Thanks, Chris.
All right, next we had a request for waiver of land development from Squires Golf Club.
And their attorney, Kristen, is losing her voice, so I'll try to do my best to, but you have in front of you their letter of Squires Golf Club waiver from land development, and my computer's really slow tonight, not sure why. But as you see in the letter, the golf club proposes a 628 square foot addition over existing impervious coverage to the rear of the clubhouse to facilitate a locker room renovation, as well as a 576 square foot addition to the side of the clubhouse to store utility equipment, which will have a paver deck. I'm sorry, but Adam Goodman is here, as well as Kristen, to present their
I'll try
request.
Adam's the treasurer. That's why he's here. Can we go to the slides? Sorry, it just happened an hour ago. The photos.
The photos. I don't think I got the
So
photos.
Squires has had an increase in membership, and they need to fix their locker rooms. Right here, we're going to bump this out to these poles. So it's existing impervious here. That's for the locker rooms. Right now they're using half lockers. They're going to go to full lockers and renovate the locker rooms. Next slide. So this is it here. See how they're just pulling this wall out to these columns. So that's the bump out. And then this is the side of the building where this is going to now have additional seating on this upper level, and the storage area will be below it. Next slide. That's here on the side. So they're connecting to public sewer. They need a, what's it called? The pump, the meter
Grinder.
pit. Grinder pump.
Grinder pump.
Grinder pump. So they're shifting some utilities around, updating their electrical. And so this additional space is needed. And they don't have a lot of outdoor seating here. It's always full. So they're adding this seating as well. It's only 714 square feet. Engineers have reviewed it and said everything's cool. So we're here for a waiver. That's it.
What do we need to discuss on this in addition to what they just described, other than if we're okay with it or not?
That's about it, if you're okay with it. It's a large property, it's a
There's no
golf
additional
course.
impervious coverage, correct?
714 square feet of additional
Of
impervious.
additional, okay.
Yes. It doesn't even trigger stormwater, it's that small. The property's 75 acres, so, and this is in the center, so no one's even gonna notice.
And just out of curiosity, how close are the nearest neighbors?
Can you go back to the plan? If you zoom in, I don't know that there's a measurement on the
All
plan,
right, that's fine.
but it's that far. The building's here.
Eric, Sam, do you guys have any questions, or you good? All right, well, why don't we let you go home and rest?
Kristen, I just hope you feel better.
Oh, who is that?
Jesus.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very much.
So, they'll be
On November 12th agenda.
Okay,
Nice to see you, thanks.
so you'll be back with full voice, huh?
I'll say nothing that night, too. Thanks, Adam.
Thanks, guys. All right, next we have ZHB applications. What do we got, Bill?
Yes, so you have 3 zoning hearing board applications this evening. All 3 are residential. The first application, if you just give me a second, get my stuff together here. So your first is on Barrington Drive, which is in our R3 Open Space Preservation Zoning District, which is Horsham Valley Estates. They are looking to put a detached garage on the property. Let me just pull it up here. Just give me a second. I apologize. They need 3 variances to do what they are looking to do. But 2 of the variances have to do with height. In this zoning district, they're allowed 14 feet. They are looking to go 23 feet. And the other one is having an accessory building in the side yard being further forward than the principal building's rear line. So if you look at the plan, this is Barrington. This is the house. It's a pretty large house. This is the proposed detached garage. This is the existing attached garage for 3 vehicles to the house. This is a large pool area in the back with a hot tub as well as a cabana. There is a lot going on this property. This property is about 20,000 square feet. As I mentioned, it's part of our open space preservation district in R3. So there's a lot going on this property, and that's why we sort of have zoning in place. Here's a satellite photo of it. So again, this is the house, this is the driveway, this is the pool area, this is the cabana out back. So they're taking, the detached garage would be in this area. And the staff's recommendation would be opposed by letter, not by sending the solicitor to the hearing. And the main reason is there's a lot going on. It's a small lot. You can see, this green would go away, and there's a lot going on the property. It's a beautiful house, it's a beautiful backyard with the beautiful pool, but at some point, they've just maximized their lot, and it's just a lot going on. We have heard from the neighbors who will be opposed at the zoning hearing board and taking party status to the application. So, and that's not the reason why the staff's recommendation would be for you to oppose it. It's just a lot. It's a lot on a small lot.
Where are they with impervious coverage?
I don't have that calculation with me this evening.
Just looking at it, they look like they're already way over.
They
This is the
must
open
not
space
be
one.
over because the review was done, so they don't need impervious coverage for the detached garage.
Isn't this because this
I have
is the neighborhood that has the open space? Do they have lower is it still 20%?
Now, the Open Space Preservation District in R3 gives a developer smaller lots to build on because he preserves more open space. So there's smaller lots. So like I said, this lot's about 20,000 square feet, when our normal R3 lot is 32,000 square feet.
You're saying this
but
is under
question-
20?
Oh, sorry.
But to Sam's point, though, I think this allows 50% impervious per lot?
It could.
Yeah, I think that's why, I mean, I haven't reviewed it myself, but I believe this development had a higher
Because you're right, that's
threshold.
way more than 20. Yeah.
Well, your question was right.
Yeah.
They allowed a higher percentage so that they didn't have to come back every time.
I think it's 45% impervious coverage for the total lot, and proposed is 41.8%.
Yeah, the staff's good with that stuff, so if it's not listed, they've reviewed it.
What's the,
Quick question, if it's okay?
Yes.
Okay. The part of the variance that they need is related to the height of the accessory structure, and they cited the vehicles that they plan to utilize. Do we know why the whole structure would need to be taller for the vehicles? Because it looks like it's the same as a normal garage opening, right?
I don't know that answer.
Okay, thank you.
The only thing that I was told by our code enforcement department was, since they already have a 3-car garage, what's the reason why you need a detached garage? And they said that the children are getting of driving age, and the family wants everyone to be able to park inside. So they need more than 3-car garage.
I mean, my personal opinion, I'm inclined to agree with the staff recommendation, but we need to make sure that it's consistent with the rules. Because if they're not over on impervious coverage, then
they're
the
not.
only
I
issue is
trust
the
our-
height
I-
of the garage.
Yeah, our staff is on top of that stuff, so they've already, that's been reviewed.
what are the three? It's the height of the garage, it's the side yard setback, or the accessory structures on the side yard. And
Yeah, the two of them have to deal with height, and then I'll pull the
And then-
plan back up.
yeah, it was the accessory structure
Yeah,
on the
beyond
side.
the rear yard, the accessory building being beyond the rear yard. Here we go, sorry. So, this building is supposed to be back here, not past the principal rear line of the house. So that's the other variance, they need to have it up front here.
Height of their current garage.
I don't know.
They also cited another garage in the neighborhood that's higher. Is that going to present any issue for us?
No, variances are by property and those were not given by interpretation. So they were given by variances, which they can use them as examples, in front of the zoning hearing board. But, and again, I don't know the history of any of them. I did see them photoed. I wasn't sure exactly where they were in the development, but,
Yeah, there's not really any
Thank you.
precedential value, Ellen, on the other variances in the area. Everybody's got unique situations and circumstances. So, no, I wouldn't say that would undermine our position.
I'm inclined to agree with staff opinion as well. I do get concerned about going outside of our zoning laws, because then it's like a snowball of the next neighbor who wants to do it. They got approval, why, so.
If we are opposed to this for this side yard issue and the height, and they come back and say they want to move it to where it's permitted, then I guess they can move it to where it's permitted, but I think we should be opposed to it with what they've asked for.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And within the height, and then it would have to change the height.
Yeah, and just so everyone just knows, I mean, it's a very nice family. We know them. They've been in before, and they were active in the school district and stuff. But our staff tried to have them push it back, because if they went back beyond the rear line somehow, then they could go to 21 feet by our code. so they don't have to be 14 feet. And they did not want it, that was non-talking,
Or other options for them to
There are
to
other
do what they
options.
All the
want.
more reason
Yes.
that it's legitimate to be opposed to it, and if they
It's
want to
just-
pick another option, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right, you guys good with that? Okay. All right, next is Donna Harkness.
This is also in our R3 zoning district in the Fox development. Let me pull it up here, just having a hard time juggling everything. So, and they are working with us, they are working with our staff, so this is the existing, existing dwelling here. Whoops, that's not helping you guys. Here, this is a detached garage that they have on the property. This is the area that they want to put an in-law suite. And it would be, this is all an impervious coverage issue. They're allowed 20%. They have currently 24.28% that currently exist. So by adding a in-law suite here, they would go way over 30%. So they sat down with our staff. They agreed to remove this detached garage. So by removing the detached garage, building the in-law suite, they would be at 24.7%. And we would have a recommendation of neutral with some type of rain garden or.
And what did you say they're at now?
They're at 24.28%.
Okay, so the coverage isn't going to change, and we can recommend some sort of stormwater feature.
Yeah, like a small rain garden or rain barrel or something.
I like that.
Okay, we're good with that. Ready?
And then the
Peter
last,
Waltz?
Then the last one is Peter Waltz and Kathy Davis. I think many of us know them on Limeco Pike. Kathy's had a lot of medical conditions recently, and when the FEMA map changed in 2016, their entire property, their entire house went into the floodplain. What they are looking to do is to construct an addition, a small addition on their house for a sauna, I believe like a hot tub. Kristen is also still in the audience, but she's representing them on this application. But this is the area that, yeah, oh no, it's really small. This is the area. This is the area they want to enclose. So most of it's a little deck now, a deck here that they just want to match up to the building here. Close in this area, put in a hot tub, put in a sauna, put in this equipment that Kathy needs for her medical condition, and the staff's neutral. We don't recommend any conditions for it, but it's very minor in nature, and it's for a medical reason for the property owner. So we're neutral.
You guys good? Okay.
Good. I hope you feel better.
Next, we need to consider a lease agreement for office space between Horsham Township and Myria.
This is every 5 years that you do this lease agreement. We've been doing it since Myria, the Military Installation Remediation and Infrastructure Authority, has existed. So as we know, their executive director, Larry Burns, has an office in the township building. They use our meeting rooms. They've been paying us $750 a month for rental and use of space in the township building, very similar to the Horsham Land Redevelopment Authority. This is just a lease. The Myria board has approved this lease extension, and now it's in front of you for your consideration.
Have any questions, and do we have a motion?
No questions. I move to approve the new lease agreement between Horsham Township and Myria, which serves to extend the original terms of the license agreement executed on February 12th, 2020 by Horsham Township and Myria for office space and other costs.
Second.
It's moved and seconded. All those, this is a voice vote. All those in favor say aye.
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 Ayes have it. Ready? Next, we need to introduce an ordinance amending the zoning ordinance to create village commercial district.
The next two items are connected, as Mr. Whiteside just said, to the Village Commercial District. So, as council knows, we, for a couple years, 2 or 3 years, we've been talking about a village ordinance. It's in two of our comprehensive plans, to include the one that was just adopted this past year, this past summer. And it creates a village zoning district primarily all up here at Limekiln and Horsham. You had an open house in April to hear from the residents, which was an informal open house. Now this is the process of getting closer to adoption. So the ordinance is in front of you this evening. It hasn't, the substance and content hasn't changed since the April open house. Your resolution that is also in front of you is for a public hearing on November 24th, and then you would consider it the second Wednesday of December.
All right.
I move to introduce the ordinance as proposed, amending the zoning ordinance chapter 230 to provide a village commercial district.
Second.
Moved and seconded. This is a roll call vote.
Mr. Glemster, how do you vote?
Aye.
Ms. Laff, how do you vote?
Aye.
Mr. Wade, how do you vote?
Aye.
Ms. Chunky, how do you vote?
Aye.
And Mr. Whiteside, how do you vote?
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously.
All righty. Next, we need to establish a time and a place for that public hearing.
I move to adopt the resolution as proposed, establishing a time and a place for a public hearing on the ordinance amending the zoning ordinance chapter 230 to provide a village commercial district, Monday, November 24th, 2025 at 7 p.m. in the Horsham Township building.
Second.
It's moved and seconded. This is also a roll call vote.
Mr. Glemster, how do you vote?
Aye.
Ms. Laff, how do you vote?
Aye.
Mr. Wade, how do you vote?
Aye.
Ms. Chunky, how do you vote?
Aye.
And Mr. Whiteside, how do you vote?
I vote aye.
Motion passes unanimously.
All right. With that, the next thing I'll announce is that the next Horsham Township Council meeting will be on Wednesday, November the 12th at 8 p.m. And there being no further business, meeting adjourned.